back, everyone. Here is our review of SMORR, Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch. We're going to let you know everything that you need to know about this park if it's your first time and you've never been. Coming to you inside our camper because it's too hot for us to sit outside, and we actually had to cut the air conditioning off to record this. This park is located in SMORR, Missouri, and I've been hearing about it for a long time. Finally got to go. It didn't disappoint. They have plenty of campground space. They got full hookups. They also have just power and water, which is right next to the bathhouse. Stick around to the end of this video. I know that bathhouse is kind of the most important thing if you travel with a wife and or family. People want to know what's the bathhouse like. We're going to walk you through it. Be sure to stick around. It's a dumping station right here. You got fresh water. They already have a hose hanging there for you. This hose was not, this is not mine. That's already here for your use. So on your way out, you can, pussycat. On your way out, you can dump it real quick and you don't even have to drag your own stuff out or put it back up. Be courteous, rinse this out, put it back like you found it.
So I'm sure we'll do a video on this, but yeah, I would like totally say that this is like one of my top 3 off-road parks that we have been to. I guess from my perspective, I mean, is it like the most gnarliest? No, but just from a woman's perspective with children, and you know, I drove the buggy, and they have a wide range of like trails and ratings, and so as somebody who doesn't get a lot of seat time driving, you know, compared to him, I mean, it was a really awesome park to like get some seat time and learn some things. And so yeah, so SMORR was really awesome, top 3 for me, and we definitely plan to go back.
Yeah.
Everything's extremely clean. It's probably the cleanest park.
Yeah.
Campground included that we've stayed in like 8 months. So bathhouses were fantastic.
They have a playground right next to a big pavilion. If you had a big group and the weather was bad, you could hang out in there. If you wanted to host an event or what have you, if you got a Jeep club, you want to do raffles, they got a very nice pavilion. They have cabins.
Yep. They have like right beside the pavilion, and in between that and the bathhouse, it's kind of all connected, but is like a little cafe restaurant thing, and they were doing breakfast and lunch while we were there. I don't know about dinner. We went on like the first or second weekend it was open, so they were still not super crowded.
Park is closed in the winter.
Yes. The spaces were really spacious. Like, so the ones we were staying in had like 2 people first, like 2 rigs per spot.
Yeah, it's like,
explain that better.
Yeah, if you notice in some of the aerial footage, the camp spaces are like in line, like
yeah,
pull in and convoy. So we shared a space. The people in front of us were in a space. Just something to keep in mind, because I had to pull my camper in and then wiggle my way out so I could pull the buggy off the back. So that was a little different. I wish I had known that up front, but now we're telling you.
But if you're staying with a group,
yeah, it's
really awesome, because you're staying with your buddy and y'all can all like pal around in the same camping area. So
yeah, parks in town, you know, they got a tire shop. We'll show you here. Nice guys, they really helped us out. There's a couple gas stations. There's an O'Reilly's, brand new O'Reilly's. There's a Dollar General, and that's where you need to get your groceries. Yeah. I went to some second-hand
scratch and dent place.
dent can grocery store in there, and half that stuff was out of date.
Don't go to that one.
Get your groceries before you get into town.
Yeah.
If you see a Walmart or grocery store 30-40 minutes before you get there, just go ahead and hit that one.
I mean, it's a small town, so
yeah. Yeah, but there's a good restaurant. What was the name of that place we ate on the way out?
Something really country, like rowdy.
No. Rustlers, something.
That's worse than rowdy.
Rowdy? I don't know.
Rowdy rustlers.
That sounds like a X-rated joint. Rowdy rustlers.
I don't know, but we'll look that up and actually like.
I'll put it on the screen.
It was not X-rated. it was a country restaurant.
I got a really good breakfast.
It
Coffee,
was really good.
Not so good. Yeah, so you got it's a little bit of a ride. It's probably 10-15 minutes to town. Not terrible. They don't have yet. You'd be best bring enough gas with you. You're not going to drive your rig to town unless you have like a JK Wrangler. But if you got like a buggy, you don't want to drive that to town. So bring plenty of gas. Brandon, the owner, is working on getting gas. He wants to build a lake. This place is super kid friendly and just awesome place for the family to go. For my East Coast guys, followers, whatever, it's similar to Harlan. The terrain is kind of like Harlan, a little different. There's more traction there. The rocks are smooth, but they offer traction. Not a great deal of mud, but it's still there. A lot of loose rock.
The mud's
different.
It's weird when you go across the country. Like the ground consistency is different. So it's not East Coast mud. It's like it's totally different.
A lot of exposed rock, a lot of traction.
But really pretty like water falls and like creeks and stuff like that is there. So it's still got that going for it. But
yeah. So overall, SMORR, excellent park. Probably the best off-road park I've ever been to. Now, I'm not saying for wheeling. I'm going to answer that in a different video. But well-rounded, offers everything, something for everyone, and just facilities. Like overall, best park I've ever been to. We should probably also mention cell service. We have Verizon. That worked fairly well. You kind of go in and kind of drop down into the park in some of the places, but when you're down in the bottoms, obviously cell service was kind of hit or miss. But up in the campground, our T-Mobile internet worked great. We were streaming,
I had to work.
She was working. No issues with our T-Mobile internet or our Verizon phones when it comes to camp, service. We're gonna end this off. We wanted to try and keep it short and sweet. I'm going to leave you with a word from my buddy Brandon that was with us, how the trails are labeled, a little something about that, and the bathhouse. So you can see the bathhouse. Sorry about the audio. I didn't have this mic and some of the wind noise there, so bear with me. Everything we record moving forward, I've got much better audio quality. And go check out SMORR. Next up's Green Acres, and you're not going to want to miss that. Thought I'd take a second to show how clearly marked everything is. So that's got mud on it, but that shows you the direction the trail goes, the name of it, and the rating, which is a 5. It goes up to a 6. And this is just a big intersection. And if you use the paper map they give you, Cardo Tracks or Maprika, it all works very well. Everything is just marked very well. It just keeps going. This place is big and I've covered so much. So most of these intersections, when you come out, everywhere I've seen so far has these arrows that let you know where back to camp is. You can see there's another one over there. It's such a nice feature. Everything is more clearly labeled than any park I've ever been in. It's got these stakes. About to go on Blackstone. Got my buddy Brandon here hanging out. He's also from North Carolina, traveling the country, and lives in the back of his truck, pulling his TJ, and we've had a blast today. What do you think about this place, man?
This place is clean. It's nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's been for everybody.
It's been awesome. We've met the nicest folks. But yeah, so far this is awesome park. That's a cafe. They'll serve breakfast, lunch, sometimes dinner there. Not this weekend, but bathhouse is nicer than any campground I stayed in. Off-road parks. campground's the thing. A completely private shower. Place. Plenty of hanging stuff. There's hooks on the back of the door. Very clean showers. Fantastic hot water and good water pressure. I mean, just private stalls. Very nice, man. Just so nice. Everything about this place is just incredibly nice.